plead the fifth, but just to tell you what he's going to say.
Your Honor, I object to Mr. Scheib.
All right.
I object to Mr. Scheib putting on the record representation about what his client is going to say. I would ask that the court allow the state to question the witness and under oath, and it be brought out then.
Go ahead, Mr. Scheib.
That's fine. And just also questioning, or they may do on cross, that he's under, he's been taking narcotics, so that's in his system. So something else everybody's going to have to deal with.
Okay.
So you know.
Well, I appreciate Mr. Scheib saying that. Having to deal with someone on narcotics that's going to claim to not remember anything is quite honestly ridiculous. If he's going to testify, he needs to testify. If he's not, and just going to say, I don't recall anything, then we're not going to be able to cross-examine him. If he's going to say, oh, I'm too high to answer questions, that's not effective opportunity to confront a witness. And so I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what any of this is, but if we're going to call a witness to the stand, he needs to be able to answer questions. If he can't, then I'm not able to cross-examine him.
So, Ms. Love, I know that we all discussed earlier the possibility of you needing to have a doctor come give us some information about what
Your Honor,
impact anything in his system might have.
no, actually, Your Honor, what I had asked the court to do was to get or meet with the doctor and find out his status and his ability to actually be released and come down. This was done without.
Okay, and just to be clear, that never happened. Okay, so that's not confusing on the record, because we found out before you ever record, because we found out before or may not be true, right? I mean, I don't know what he's actually on. I don't know what his condition actually is. I don't know if he is on something, what impact that might have on his ability to testify. And I am not necessarily going to take his word for whether he is in a mental state to be able to testify. Do you understand what I mean?
I do, Your Honor, and since that was not the reason that I was asking the court to meet with the doctor, if the court will afford me a moment.
Okay, but we have been Mr. Scheib, when did you first bring all of this to our attention? Was it Monday, Tuesday? It was early this week, right? I mean, hadn't we been discussing this all week?
They retained me Monday morning. I was at the hospital, and then they told me what's going on. They told me what he's been taking, on and being in intensive care and all the medical.
At least several days ago, you alerted everybody to this.
Judge, and that's why we had someone go to the hospital, and that's why we had someone speak to the doctor, and that is why we brought the representation that we did to the court, and the representation has been presented to the court regarding what Mr. Zachary is, or any impact what medicine he is taking would have on him and his ability to be harmed or to testify, and that was none. And Your Honor, frankly,
that was one person's version, was none.
Actually, we have the investigator who was in there with them, so if we can put that person up. But Your
Honor,
at
this point we have no. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Your Honor, you
go ahead.
Your Honor, there has been a series of events that we have put on the record. There has been no indication that Mr. Zachary is going to be unable to come in here and testify. He was released before we were even able to check on his status. Your Honor, he would not, and Grady has been apprised of what he is being released for. We know because we have had investigators down there. So the court may or may not have been privy or may have seen transcripts of other witnesses who lose all memory with the state, and it comes back when the defense starts asking questions. I don't know what kind of antics, as we have been apprised that Mr. Zachary doesn't want to testify, and his father wanted to or did call Mr. Sharp and Mr. Steele. I don't know what he's going to say, but Your Honor, I believe that he should not be allowed to hamstring, to hijack these proceedings by asserting things that are not
Okay. So I think we have a fairly good indication through his attorney that he is potentially going to come out here and say some version of, I'm so messed up on whatever drugs they've given me that beats me. I mean, you're an elephant. So then how are you going to deal with that?
Your Honor, as Mr. Scheib did not relay that to me, and I don't
Well,
think
he
related
just
to
relayed
no,
it to everybody in front of you. So
not
you
just-
heard it too. And it's been a possibility that he has relayed several times as well earlier this week.
Your Honor,
Yes?
the doctor is on the phone. How about that? That's what we have. We have the doctor on the phone. We can get the
Yes.
doctor on the
I
phone.
don't know
He's on the phone.
what his demeanor will be on the stand.
We have
He has a great deal of anxiety, and that's one of the scenarios that he could go into a crisis with his
Anxiety,
And he's
yes.
had- and I think I've spoken to everybody. He's had this for 30 years, and it's been built up, and quite frankly, he's an addict. He takes oxycontin every day, and can't take morphine because he's addicted, or he just can't take that. But he's been on drugs for 30 years, and he's been in and out of intensive
Okay.
care.
Thank you.
We have the doctor on the phone, Your Honor. Could we,
Okay. Is everybody going to accept that this is his Grady doctor on the phone?
I think you need to have, what needs to happen is, under the law, he needs to give consent for her to have a conversation with him.
You have been having conversations with his doctor and the state for the last several days, so I assumed that was with his consent. Am I wrong?
It is, but I don't know who
Okay.
this is, and for this man to give further information, he has to give consent.
So it's been a minute-by-minute consent that you have had with him for the state to communicate with his doctor about his condition, Mr. Scheib?
Judge,
Has
to
it?
be very clear, the other day when they.
Has it?
The other day, the doctor said, right now I can give you information as to what has happened.
I'm asking about the understanding that you have of Mr. Zachary's consent to let the state communicate with his doctor about his condition.
The other day. I don't know, he needs to come out and at least put it on the record, hey, I consent, we need to find out who the doctor is. I don't know who's on there.
That was my point, is I have no idea who's on the phone. That was my point. How about a Zoom call?
that's what we're trying to establish, Your Honor. We have his email address. The doctor's email address is,
Well, you don't need to put his email address on the record.
I was going to,
You don't need to put his email address on the record. I'm not emailing him.
I'm giving it to Mr. Person. I don't need his email address. I need a name.
He gave oral consent a few days ago to a doctor that he knew. I don't know who this is. and
What is the doctor's name to whom he gave consent to speak about his condition?
I think he needs to give consent to it.
You are his lawyer. What is the doctor's name to whom he gave oral consent to speak to the state about his medical condition?
I think they had the doctor on the phone. I think the doctor that I spoke to. That I personally spoke to, his last name is Marthambeagi. That's who I spoke to, face to face.
Okay. Thank
That's
you.
the person who's on the phone.
Huh? Okay. Well, until he is in person on,
Waiting for the,
virtually in person on Zoom,
he's
that
waiting.
everybody can be a part of.
And I would ask
Your
my
Honor, could we
client
not
to
have
brought out,
this-
so he's think he's entitled to.
I need y'all to not talk at the same time. I cannot pay attention to both of you at the same time. Okay? Hang on, Mr. Shaw.
He's got an NFL offer.
Don't play with me.
I think I'm gonna take it.
Aren't you a little too old to be playing football?
Wait, what?
They want somebody that can run at 40, not somebody that is 40. When the coach calls your number, you gonna say G56. Bingo. How you gonna celebrate a win? You gonna give everybody butterscotch candy? Probably out your pocket with no wrappers on it. Just gonna give them raw candy. That's nasty, by the way.
With DraftKings, new customers bet $5 to get $250 instantly in bonus bets and a month of NFL Plus Premium. The crown is yours.
Yes.
Okay.
Either on a Monday or Tuesday, there was a doctor in the room.
Pick it up. Pick up the mic. I can hear you, but not everybody
You
can.
hear me now? You hear me now? Hello?
Yes, now we can.
What?
Just hold it up to your mouth.
Okay. The first one,
Hold it
either
closer.
Monday or Tuesday, when the doctor was in the room, my
Yeah.
client verbally said, "You can tell my lawyer what's going on." The second scenario was when the DA's office and investigator was in the his room and on the phone, and my client gave him oral consent to tell him what was going on to that point.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm not sure that we have his consent to talk to this doctor currently about what's going on.
Your Honor, if he doesn't give his consent, I think he just needs to
All right. So
come out and take a stand. I mean, I don't know why.
let's admit, get Mr. Zachary out at this point. We'll have him take the stand. He'll be able to see Dr. Bethina. I'm going to go ahead and let Dr. Bethina into the Zoom.
And Your Honor, no one is recording, right? I know the court said not to, but I just wanted to ensure that.